big picture now because we've got, you know, Fnatic on the screen. I'm curious to see how well they do because I honestly want to see that big performance. And this is Mystic looking like he wants a big performance himself, but it's not over yet. You've got Mixwell, Nuki, and Avova willing to put up a fight, but you've got the two. Well, one of the heavy hitters still standing. It's Alpha here, and he's quite good at this game, Mike.
He's found the third.
Down, so I don't know where he gets them from. But man's got a few. So already, plant should be coming in. Meadow does find Boaster, but Fnatic are in the post plant, which is a pretty dream scenario considering the scenario they're in. And Alpha is going to need a little bit more, though. Needs to really get involved this round, as you can already see that G2 is starting to build back in towards the site. A really good attempt at it so far. Enzo noted. And they just have to clear Alpha. Tucked in the corner, slow goes in, so Enzo's options are now dwindling, but the view's not quite started yet.
Nikki will find that one. Fnatic again just going to try and force the issue towards A site. Alpha here will find an opener once again. Meadow going to break through the wall here, but I was going to say, unwise to challenge. He does get away with a 1-for-1. Another lockdown invested here.
Told you he gets a lot of those. He's got a discount store.
This is actually crazy. Yeah, it's invested in. Mixwell is going to swing through, though.
Just no fear shown by G2. Still willing to take the fight and brings the fight right back to the Mystic looking sharp today. Good little shot towards Hoodie. Nuki being a problem, but not being cleared. Dealt with. Mystic Alpha is, which is a bit of a new thing for us. Hold on.
They just... Yeah, I mean, they're just stacked up behind it there. It gets shot from behind the wall. Durka will find Hoodie as well. Brings it to a 3v3 now in this post plant.
Durka trying to take a little bit of space back here because G2 is starting to flood the site. They're going to try and get this halfway if they can, and I don't think anyone's going to stop Meadow. Someone has to stop Meadow, and no one did.
Yeah.
In ways, but for now it's over with a new position. Dealt with before. This time gets it cleanly as well. Bested prior by Alpha here. This time going to get the best of him. So now you're going to see at least the advantage for G2, who aren't over-committing to any of these peaks. They're giving a little bit of room on this side, but Mixwell still going to catch Boaster, trying to hold that back line, or even potentially maybe elaborate on a lurk later. But now Fnatic struggling to get the plant down. This should be the best attempt yet.
So in the adjustment of the spike plant location, know that G2 love to play anti-plant, look for these free kills. What we're seeing, Fnatic forced to adjust in that regard. The wall's going to go up. Should expect the swing to come through any moment now. And Durka actually the first one to find one. Mixwell will fall. Mystic baiting perfectly there. And actually Durka delivers the second as well. Putting Mystic online, he finds Meadow.
And Avova's filled the gap, though. They seem to drop the ball a little bit on Avova's positioning there, but the spam's really good. Catches him as he tries to leave on the next angle to play off. And Nuki, quiet thus far, at least by Nuki standards. They ain't getting
things up. The wall not actually dealt with yet, so... Unlucky there. Mixwell on the back of the snake bite, able to find that. Get the tour de force online as well.
Yeah, he waited so patiently. Basically gave away nothing during all of that. He was so close by. And Nuki's found Durka's going to remove him from the equation. This is massive. Up here in Enzo, kind of sweating in this. They've been forced off this. Maybe there's a reason they go towards A and not towards the B side, because right now G2...
Yeah, they have to make these adjustments here. Hunter's Fury going to come through. Viper Spit rings off as well. Durka and Enzo will find kills.
Okay. 3v4, Mixwell dipping his toes in the water. Nuki's going to find Durka, but Mixwell going to be taking actually a lot of space. I'm pretty sure noting Boaster connects well. Lockdown comes in, though, in response, and Mixwell wants to try and make the most of this while he can. What can he get out of this one, though? Looks for the peak. Oh, he could have almost had him. And now the timing's atrocious. Alpha reads it so well to punish Mixwell as he tries to fall away. Now G2 finally get let out of the starting blocks, but how do you get past this in a post plant?
Two shock darts to work with here that... Not even sure if the recon will reveal when it lands inside the poison orb. Nuki will be punished. Avova goes for the stick, though. Going to get half at least.
No one's hit him yet.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. Fair amount of G2's money. I mean, yeah, you got Nuki and Mixwell being able to get some rifles out, but beyond that, what are you going to talk about? Nothing, because Alpha here has just opened up the site. Light work for the man, Nuki. Desperate to make it work, and, well, this is just looking frayed by all accounts, unless Nuki can keep going.
Well, the stick's coming through. G2 doing G2 things once again, and nothing coming through to prevent.
Fnatic better not have been resting on their laurels. This comes back online as Mystic does at least catch Hoodie. But again, careful with this. You can already see the utility coming out, but it's going to be Nuki to get it at least halfway. Puts his life on for it as well. Enzo going to catch him, but they need to get this defuse going now. Time is starting to run out here, and Durka just sprays on in. Alpha and Mystic. You're like, well, just, can you hold half the map? He's like, yeah. No worries. Ooh, ooh. Oh, no. They're looking melty. Oh, it's not looking good. Mixwell's down to, what, 48? Oh, dear. Fnatic are bullying them, Mike, and I feel bad.
I don't. That was actually beautiful.
It was very nice. And there's... second. Oh. Well, there's two of them flanking, so that's going to make a bit of a matter now for G2, because they can't sit so comfortably on this post plan. But Mixwell's success is a huge proponent. They could potentially for sure, but Enzo with a shot finds it. Alpha punishes Mixwell, and now Durka decides to strike. The spacing on this team is so nice. The timing on their fights them as well at this point. Boaster actually in a really good position for this. A second could have been on, actually. Yeah, really looked like it could have been. Only going to get one this time, but still really good damage in Alpha. Yeah, just so quick to it. Meadow trying to make the most of them, trying to deal with the turret, but it wasn't just one, it was three on that side.
Hunter's Fury.
I'm waiting to see if that comes in.
Oh, actually gets him over.
Oh dear, Fnatic shutting the book on G2 right now. Yeah, Mixwell's alive, but it feels like a matter of time. Enzo, Durka, Mystic all to go through, not a plant in sight, in 25 seconds. And the Algoritm's going to note it. Oh dear, it's a nice attempt, but it's popped. And... already about to be dropped here. Nuki seems aware of something. Nuki all too aware. Catches Alpha here. This is an outcome I didn't expect, but another flank on the flank of the original flank, and it shut down G2, stemming the bleed, even for just a round. It's feasibly happening anytime soon. Hoodie, 38 HP, it doesn't get away. Enzo's caught him quickly there. Quick punish on the plant. Bova's lurk gets revealed, and he has to go away. He has to readjust. You can't just try and lurk that out late. You're not going to find value from it. Yes, you can maybe keep one player, but they still have the numbers to take a fight on the site. So he decides to go around. Meadow, not going to fall away too deep this time. It's close enough by. They should have a little bit of utility to play this post plant, to say the least. G2 are in the position to get another one here.
They get the red off.
Weather the Fnatic storm.
That brings the wall back up available for them.
They have everything in the kit that they need for this one. So I don't know how Fnatic plan to get about this, unless they just simply destroy all the players and then get the defuse. And well, maybe that's actually exactly the case. But the time has been purchased, has been bought. Fnatic, there's another on the board for G2 here. I mean, things were getting...
Mystic slowed down the push with the wall and both slow orbs.
That's the difference. Nice little pick for Mixwell there. Going to catch Boaster, get them at the player advantage. But do they expect this? No, they actually don't. Dirk has done it before, but he does it again. Going to catch Nuki and give them a nice little evener. Mystic on the side still doing damage, going to take down his opposing number, but Vova's going to at least trade out. So back down to the 3v3. It's Brawly. It's back and forth the whole way through, but Meadow succeeds. Any trade? No, Meadow. 30 seconds. And Mixwell's been good for openers. He's been fine in picks. And there's the swing from Durka. That's still a 2-for-1 advantage at this point. Mystic's been generally good at getting 1-for-1 trade, and if this keeps going the way as we'd expect, you're going to have Fnatic with the player advantage at this point, which actually G2 haven't been presented with much. They've generally had the player advantage going towards the site.
Hoodie, he's one away from the res. That could be huge for G2 in this round.
Is anyone going to give him the chance at it, though? It's been spotted as well. And the double swing, Mystic catches Meadow. And now that revive could still be critical, but it feels so unlikely to get. Yeah. Desperate for it, but look at them stacked up. Really unfavorable positions for Hoodie to try and clear, so the plant's his best bet. Goes for it now. The flank's on the way, but it's a while out still. Nuki has to fall away, give up a little bit of that space, but he actually double dips on it. Gets punished. Alpha's got one, Enzo's got the other. And it felt like a moment in the making. Players, but his challenge would have been Alpha here.
Nuki actually eating a headshot there. Lucky to escape with his life. Under 7 HP, does catch the heal. You two try and re-aggress on the back of this pressure. Enzo's reposition is key, though.
This scares the life out of me, and Dirk is being given opportunities at headshots, and he doesn't normally miss them, but G2 again get to keep their head, but the wall fight presented, and Fnatic win it. Nuki couldn't quite get that corner right either. 13 seconds and a 1v3. Now Hoodie luckily does have the spike, so he should get this planted. But for all those troubles, he is revealed, and he is dealt with. Fnatic boys on the way, But he's got to be careful here. Mixwell about to become almost overbearing, over peaks that little ridgeline, but it's Meadow with the gap closer. Has to chase it down, and he does. Mystic couldn't get away from it. Boaster does the damage, gets 2.
It's a 50-50 if it's lower or rafters, and he hard clears him.
Big clear. Oh, and where's the call? Nookie out in the open, unawares or unprompted, but the timing was quick, sure. But Hoodie now tries to isolate that fight on site. If he'd got Boaster, it could have been different, but that's not the case. Now the flank, it's with a Spectre, so it's gonna be labored at best. Still low HP, 29 HP. You go down, there's still a chance for it. And actually, Boaster not gonna find the cleanest that he wanted. 27 seconds, and yes, he was sitting deep CT, but now he has to lean a little closer. It's Mystic feeling a little redundant, sat in the ult here. Is Med, though, up and over. Doesn't actually find anyone directly. They're sitting a little bit further back, but you can see the swing coming out already from Nookie. Proactive play, something this man definitely can do. Gonna find Enzo. No sleep in this round from him, but out there already got Meadow down, and the ult comes out. Hoodie's gone. It's just Nookie now in a 1v3. This guy's good. He's gonna need some of that to come out right about now, and you're absolutely right. The plant's not terrible for him either. Mystic cops a lot of damage to him, pops the ult, that buys time, switches out to the rifle. Nookie is playing him like a book. Does he get the shot? No. And Durka gets to keep his life until then. Nookie with a signature round. Oh, both caught in a bad spot here. 5 HP, walls up, dead. Yeah, G2 just absolutely walked over him. If that's what they're going to be trying to use here, a little bit of pressure towards middle, see if they can get a pick or just something, and then lean towards...
Confirmation on the back of Enzo's ultimate. And I'm not even sure actually if anybody's able to escape that. Mixwell will find Mystic elsewhere, though.
Breaking the site isn't going to be easy. Look who's still waiting here. Alpha's now on patrol. That's going to be huge! When he gets 1.
Wait, I've overstuck the TP!
Excuse me, Avova, you have no right to this. Now Boaster in no man's land, but he does get a fight on 1. That's the time to activate after a quiet couple of rounds. He gets himself right into the eyes of Avova. And now with no time, though, it's all about playing your life. And that's exactly what Durka will do. As Avova almost made that round possible.
On the other side of things, spam comes through. Enzo's going to spot the barrel first, though. Operator removed. Mixwell down. The follow-up of utility. I mean, the first time I've actually seen it invested together, and it is rewarded. Alpha will find the paint shell kill.
A little bit of an addition to that Omen utility, just throwing in Fade off the back, and actually commitment to this, Mike. They're fighting this out.
Yeah, not sure about this one. Hoodie actually going to get decayed up. Actually still... What?
Ow! How did he get Alpha in that? Oh, no. Okay, it's fine. This is Hoodie and Mixwell.
G2 on the other side of this. But actually, Alpha still in position to punish.
Well, fade away. Mixwell needs this. Needs to really stem the bleed in middle now. There's problems, though. Vision depleted. Gets to dip away of overcalled upon. Give us a hand in. He's actually dropped down. That's sick work from Mixwell. If he got the flick back, that could have been everything. But now the crunch comes in. The fight on the site's been won. The spike is going A.
It'll be wide open here. No, actually, Boaster and Mystic are able to get out of this situation. There's 12 seconds left, and that plant just about coming through. Plant's good for Heaven, so opportunity here, at least late round, but Mystic can't fall in this scenario. Nookie still hard clears him. Enzo now.
Durka.
Nookie whiff on that, or are they trying to bait him in? But Durka follows up on the reveal.
Went terribly.
Yeah, no swing through from the smoke. I'm not sure. It almost felt like a bait. It's like, yeah, okay, push off the back of the reveal and we're going to punish it. But Enzo doubles down.
There's nothing... There's one thing that does worry me slightly, though. It's like, if a plan goes astray and it happens to anyone else, sure. If it's Nookie, I'm like, ooh, he's not happy. He won't be happy about that one. Nails don't push quick enough. Well, let's find out. Trying to give Meadow a fighting chance. Gets overrun. Durka's put him down. Good trades. Fnatic.
Ultimates are plenty here. Nookie might even get isolated in this scenario. Mixwell luckily finds the swing through from Nookie, though. Doesn't find it, and it's just trades coming through. Hoodie gonna mitigate.
Gonna take over towards ropes. Dip down and carry on forward. No rest for the wicked. This man wants space. He's gonna get it. Sends it, and it's a trade, and Nookie outdoes him. This guy is different sometimes. Nookie hitting that nice form that he can have, but actually it's Durka to put him to bed.
30 seconds.
So again, a 4v4 with 28 seconds now.
Actually, a reposition from Durka. Actually going to tuck himself deep away from this execution. TP's back towards main. The Viper's pick goes up. Hoodie actually catches Boaster. Mixwell onto Durka as well.
It's close again, down to 2. Enzo and Mystic sweating now. Mystic tries to wrap outside of the ult, get some chip damage, but it's not enough. But that could be the spray. Not pretty enough this time. Enzo, the 1v2, not going to get it. Meadows there.
For the force. Mixwell on the other side of things.
This is nice. Really nice positioning.
Nobody holding that for him. Mystic just absolutely clotheslines Nookie.
Okay, but there's surely a trade, right? There it is, and actually gets another.
Oh my
god. Durka as well.
The timing is perfect for that pressure to come through. Removing the tour de force. Mixwell able to post up comfortably now. Hoodie will find his third. Just Enzo to try and find some damage in this round. Actually finds an angle, but Mixwell still with that TP safe.
Okay, G2.
Looking going to find the first one to Durka, but like I said, this setup has barely been tested. Meadow able to dig his heels in. Enzo will find the first. He's got another 4 to find though. 45 HP. Not much else to do here. G2 find themselves on map point and on the...
And Fnatic get what they need. Oh.
Mixwell still finds one though.
And slow. They can't make anything of this. No trade coming through. No nothing. Fnatic held at the door here.
Yeah, not looking good in this second half. I mean, the blind TP comes out from both, so it's a total shutdown.
Yeah, could have stopped it. Does peel him away in the end. There's the pinch coming in, and there's the crunch. That's much better. Timing really falls together at the end of it. Now Meadow's position now revealed off the back of that pull towards Enzo. He's got to pull up for 1v3, and the frenzy's good, but I don't know, it's 61 HP at the start of that good, and Alpha's got one as well, so it equals out anyway. Flash, Seekers, it's all there. Meadow's going to find Boaster. And this is getting a little bit rough around the edges. No success on the way back in. Nookie.
What a clearance from Durka.
Yeah. And Avova's position's already considered. This could be huge if Avova's going to take down Durka, but now how does he deny the defuse? I don't think he can at this point. Has to try and commit to it. Mystic's there. The map, you know, it can be really... you wouldn't say there's much, you know, of a kind of a liquid style to it. You can't pull it everywhere. Mixwell, do you mind? We're having a nice time talking very satirically about something, but right now there is nothing to be made a joke of when Mixwell's just found 3 kills by having no right to any of them. No right. Excuse me?
Okay, well, that's flipped this one on its head. After conceding the first blood. Now it's just Mystic and Boaster to try and recover. This Gravity Well comes through, but Boaster's even going to get a shot at this one. Mystic has to win this, and he does. The stick's coming through, Lauren.
Boaster? Excuse me? Okay, Avova's there. All right.
Yeah. Seekers invested, Trailblazer to follow up, and actually Mystic desperate to try and find something on the way in here, but actually removes Mixwell.
Desperate? You want to talk about desperate? Jumping in Mixwell, probably a little desperate for it as well.
30 seconds.
Puts his life on the line and gets nothing for it, but Nookie's found freedom, gets his way out. Oh, cops a dink and Boaster, how are you standing? He's not anymore. But Enzo picks up the pieces, but a trade comes out for Meadows. So it's a 2v2, but 10 HP in 17 seconds. And Dirk is trying to fill that void, and he's going to. Spike now lost. It's all about time, and Meadows got a choice to be made. Alpha is in the position that he was considering, but the spike plant, he needs the time on his side. Alpha's not stopped moving.
He's got
closing in the whole time.
Silent dropped as well.
He's kept it quiet, and he's got the job done.
Trade off along. Actually, Nookie immediately responds with the showstopper, posts it. Mystic will fall. The judge comes through in time though, and actually Boaster good for the second.
No, this is not acceptable, is it?
Out of the touch, covering it.
Actually, G2 trying to wrap the other way around this towards.
That's pretty dirty. If they get the cross. I mean, Alpha's watching it though. And is this gonna be aim training? Oh dear. Because they've heard the steps. They heard the steps towards the back, but he takes his eyes away from it. Flash comes in, eats it completely. Both so blind.
Yeah.
Alpha's gone down long. They're all in like octagon or just at the front of sight. And now they finally turn and they get the spike. Quick paint shell comes down. They've got more utility to pour into this.
What?
And they just need the pistols to the side. Durka goes down. Meadow on the case. Quickly going to find... And Mixwell's starting to make... I wonder if he got spotted. Yeah, the horn's going to give it away. That's massive work from Enzo. And now it's just Meadow. And Mystic's got him.
The bait was perfect. Both
Mixwell on the chamber. Durka on the other side, operated to hand, and a wide enough clear to make it comfy for Durka, and Bo's actually found one himself as well. That's massive. The Seeker's going to go down. Nuki's going to actually navigate past them to some extent, but Durka's going to just unleash Fury. He wants it, he still trades from the grave, and Meadow dealt with. This is all on Nuki's shoulders in a 1v3. That's a shot. But he needs more. 32 HP, he needs marks, and the Seeker... That's not Sky's utility. That's actually 2 of the doggos going out. Similar, but different. Now, Nuki, what do you do with this? A 1v2. You know that Fade's somewhere on the site, but again, Alpha.
Poison's off.
And there's always intent behind it. It's not just wasted. That's the really impressive thing. There's always a nice peek behind it or a look behind it. Avova does quell one side of this. Actually, Hoodie does on the other. What a fight back. Fnatic either just slipped for a second, but again, an option, a moment. Fnatic are fighting for this.
Catch all 3, I think.
At least 2. Boaster closing in, and he does decide to pull the trigger. I was waiting to see if he was going to be patient, see if he could maybe spot another, but he was going to pull it on that. And now the final 2, we know where they are. And any second soon, I feel Enzo will as well. But what can they do with this? Avova trying to navigate around, but this is such a tricky position to be in. By the time he could be right. He could be on the right side of this, and Boaster can't help Enzo. And the spam, the pre-fire, and it's good. And Boaster, no man's land, caught uncomfortable.
F an effect with Fade's util. Avova's almost starting to panic. Okay.
Toxin screen down.
It's not often you see the judge fully commit outside of Hooker, but Boaster will go 1 for 1.
As if it buys time for this, maybe? They've had to re-clear with a little bit more diligence. Oh, that's a spike. Oh, and wait, Meadow still gets it? Life here, but this is weird timing now. Mixwell's got a little bit of timing on this. The turn, but Mixwell was there. Mixwell filled the void well enough. But they've made progress in the meantime. Alpha has got into a really dirty spot, 'cause in his head, that was not a problem.
From Alpha, yeah.
Weird map 2 and a great one for G2, but now we are back on the 3rd, and Durka's found a Avova with a boom bot.
Spike down.
And the 2nd with the Ghost as well. Nuki unnoted though, 2 quick headshots for him, and the pinch is perfect from Meadow. As it comes down to just the 1v1 ends.
Mixwell trying this again. And he actually wins the fight, spots the spike as well, falling off the back of Boaster. And Nuki now going to be on red alert, as he should be. Players now really closing the gap, but the frenzy's being held at bay. Durka gives it a go and loses his life for it.
That rotation coming through. Mixwell good with the spam onto Durka though.
Oh,
and actually follows up.
And while this happens, look at Meadow. He got spotted. I think there was like the 3rd player back. I don't know who it was. I actually noted him just for a second. Otherwise, he could have really gone away with murder. Now, Fnatic have the spike down in a 3v3 post plant, but the angles aren't too favorable. And actually, Boaster almost got punished. Quick trades come out and G2 go 2 for 1. And now it's all on Enzo, and it ain't for long. Nuki's going to put him to... They read this so early on. They are here super quick to this. So they will get a plant, but this post plant won't be anywhere near as safe. A good trade comes out. Boaster's going to find Meadow, but a quick trade back. And 3v3 post plant now. Viper's Pit going to go in as well, just for a little bit of good measure. All being thrown into it. And Nuki could be the final piece in the puzzle here. Look at this positioning coming around. Does he get the timing right to potentially catch Enzo? Enzo just dips away. And gets the reveal. Nuki is the downfall, but the timing is his. Speaking of timing, it's all on Mixwell. He has to go fast. How did he get that? It's the timing on it now? That was bizarre. What is going on? Oh, dear.
Oh, this is so weird.
It just looks a little overcooked in my mind. It's still recoverable because Boaster had some nice timing to get back around to this.
I have the spike.
Spike now collected, but...
They got to know one's still just posted in TP.
Yeah, he looks really paranoid about it, which is probably the right call.
Concealment.
And Mixwell joined.
Fake smoke on A, but it's not really a smoke for anything. So
TP taken. Now, Let's see how much they can achieve on this retake. You can see Boast is catching the cross and Enzo going to play the site. Who's taking any chances here? Boast is sitting on a nice passive angle. That's going to be Nuki crossing. Call should be made. Where's the second layer? Oh, Boast, a good shot towards Nuki, but it's Enzo. But look who is on the other side of it. This man. And if you ain't going to check him, he's going to get you for free. Hoodie goes down. But G2 go right back into it. 3 back-to-back. Durka, you fancy going through there, mate? Yeah, fair enough. Gave it a go. Gave up his life. Maybe a second or two and reveal some of these positions. And take the fight. Yeah, why not? Mystic doing so well to even be able to play his life to that degree. I thought he was dead before this, but no. And Enzo looking like his whole time.
We'll try and secure this yet. 2 will be noted at least. I'm not sure if Meadow can. Not again. Surely not.
Someone's got to keep track on this one. Someone has to keep a track, and they... As I thought, really good timing, but actually, not so much. Meadow, middle of no man's land, but a great almost off angle. Gets to fade away into the smoke and takes Mystic with him, and there's no time anymore. Time's faded. It's cooked. This is G2 getting 11 on the board no matter what Fnatic want from it.
Beautiful follow-up.
Mixwell eliminated, isolated found, and Hoodie's position's been noted so early in this game. Yeah, it's been handled. Fnatic kick it up a gear out of nowhere, but you've got Meadow, Nuki, and Avova looking to maybe offset what feels like such a likely outcome.
That's the Alpha, yeah, going to throw down the Viper's Pit. The total control in favor of Fnatic. Now, look at the lineup. Where did that come from Meadow to force him off top?
That's something to look back on because God only knows at this point. And Enzo, yeah, the timing's nasty now. They've got so much to contest with. Alpha's been set up to find Nuki. Meadow and Avova still doing what they can. It's certainly not without a fight. And Durka's going to find it right back. Avova now left in the 1v3 and roll it back a couple of years. It'll be a different outcome. But it ain't today. Fnatic close it down at 13-11.
Just about able to get that one almost with how G2 are playing there.